Hello all. In my project work, I have tried to understand the fleet management of one of the state transportation depot of MSRTC, that is Maharashtra State Road Transport Corporation. The route chosen was Kolhapur to Pune. This is one of the busiest route as far as public transportation of Maharashtra is concerned. So now in this, what I have tried to do, the first thing is I visited the depot and tried to collect the data related with how many buses are running on this route, Kolhapur to Pune. So I got the schedule which I tried to convert into the Excel sheet, and then conclusion is for a single day there are 104 buses running on the same route, and there is and they are of a different category. So there is a typical bus categories defined in MSRTC. One is ordinary bus, a typical red colored bus, and then there are other buses, like one category is Hirkani and third one is Shivshahi. And in Shivshahi again there are two types. One Shivshahi runs with conductor, that is on route booking is possible, and another Shivshahi runs only with driver, so there is no presence of conductor on route. That is a non-stop bus, so booking can be done only at the start of the location. Another difference is all the buses are not starting from Kolhapur, so some are coming from outside also, and all the buses are not of Kolhapur depot. So there are some other depots which are running buses on this route. So after this data, what I tried to calculate is for a single day, what's the typical pattern of traveling in 4 categories, and then how it can be categorized as a booking and non-booking. And also I tried to discuss these things with the staff members. So somehow by their judgment or by their telling, I tried to put those numbers in front of the buses, how many passengers travel in a typical day in this bus at the start. And then when I discussed the problems faced, I understood that sometimes when buses are running in parallel, what happens, the concentration of passengers happens. So one bus runs with more capacity and other buses run vacant on a parallel route, and that impacts the revenues of Kolhapur depot as well as other depot. So because once bus leaves the Kolhapur, if there are no stoppages in between, your revenue is lost. Plus on some further routes, some other buses are running on the same route. So there is a lot of competition amongst the buses as well as amongst the depots. So considering this, the one discussion was, can we include the can we add the minimum number of passengers which have to be present in the bus while departing. So I tried to do this. So what will happen, the passenger will enter, so there will be a diversion. Now counter booking is done for Shivshahi, which I told that this is a non-stop bus which runs only with driver. So I have added the counter over here. There will be delay and all other parameters. Here what I have done is I have tried to add the batch of passengers and I have given the batch numbers. So what will happen, for ordinary bus I have given a 10 batch number as a 10. So when 10 passengers will come, there will be a group of passengers which will go in that particular bus. Next 10 passengers will go to the next bus, and I have used the scheduling for the buses. And from this I have tried to understand what is the impact of and 4 or 5 parameters I have tried to measure, and I also added a simulation animation of that. So parameters measured are typically for this average number in counter booking queue and average number in these queues. So from this we will get when this batch strategy is implemented, what will be the number of people standing in a queue for a for that particular batch or for that particular bus category. Now, when I run the simulation, I have got these results. So you can see my earlier number was 1940. So considering the rate of arrival, I am getting around 98 buses running over here. And these are the numbers I am getting. But if you can see, the utilization of buses is not full. So even though I am putting the scheduling over here, I can see that if I put the batches and current rate of passengers, I can reduce the number of buses running on the route. So in this way, if we try to the only discussion was, and the officials were curious, if we go ahead with this strategy, what will be the impact on our system? So now there is a more scope for experimentation. You can change the arrival rate of passengers. You can change the choice of passengers. Like I have not considered in this simulation, if on the spot passenger changes their decision, what will happen? Like ordinary passenger can go in booking, or ordinary passenger can go in some other categories of buses. So that is not considered over here. Another thing is reutilization of the same bus is not considered. Like in a single day, bus can return to the location and again start traveling. So this is not getting incorporated. So these are the limitations. So this was the experiment to understand if batch strategy is implemented, what will happen to the fleet management and utilization of other resources. Thank you.